into thy mercy. That woman, Lord, that doesn't know how she's going to provide for her children. Now, Father, I'm not speaking of those that that are not good stewards over what you've given them. I'm not talking about the foolish woman, oh Shabbat, that spends in excess, to please the sons and daughters. No, but I'm talking about that woman that is struggling, doing the best that she knows how. She's not making excuses, but she's running after you, God. I pray for the mercy of God over her today. Specifically, Lord, that woman, that righteous woman, that sanctified woman, that woman that wants to live for you, Lord, with her whole heart. I pray, Lord, that you would have mercy on her today and her situation. Oh, Shabbat. Hallelujah. Same for the man, Lord. Not talking about that man that's buying stuff, to look good and all that kind of stuff, with all that pride, envy, and strife. But that man that is living righteous and holy, Lord, and is struggling, Lord, with finances and financial situations and financial transactions, I pray that thy divine mercy, the mercy of God, would be over that brother. Oh, Shabbat, the mercy of God. Oh, Shabbat, I'm not going to be before you long today. And so I pray every word in the mighty name of Yeshua the Messiah, the Holy One. Yeah, it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure and honor. Didn't mean to say I wasn't going to be before you long, because we're going to be together for 3 days. Amen. And we thank God for that. So, every once in a while, the Lord will give me something to share with you. And so tonight, I'm going to talk to you very briefly about my mercy, my mercy, my mercy. And so there are many of you under the sound of my voice that may be in rough places, There are some of you that are under the sound of my voice that are finding yourselves in difficult situations and circumstances, and you really ain't got no help, The people that you thought that were with you, they're the very ones that are against you. You know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. There's some people that are against you right now. There's some people that are fighting. They're fighting against you. There's some people that are on the other side of you, oh Shabbat, if you will. They don't want to see you progress, or prosper. And so you're in all these situations and circumstances. It seems like one thing after the other is happening, and you're by yourself, oh Shabbat, and you just need God's grace and God's mercy. You understand what I'm talking about? You need the mercy of God. You need the favor of God. You need the influence of God over that situation or circumstance. You need God to move now, oh Shabbat, and you need him to move now, with his mercy, mercy, mercy. Lord, have mercy on me, oh Shabbat. I messed up, and this is the platform, and this is the space where God will have mercy. I know what I'm talking about. Then there's some of you, listen, you've been waiting, and you've been designed to see God. You've been designed to fulfill the things of God. You've been beeping in between the corners and in the crevices. You've been late at night and early in the morning and in the afternoon on your knees crying out before the Lord. And you just want to experience the mercy of God. The image of the mercy, oh Shabbat. I'm speaking about there is an image, oh Shabbat, of mercy, oh Shabbat. There's a solid figure, oh Shabbat, if you will, of mercy. Contrary to what we've been told, there's an image of God's mercy, oh Shabbat. It looks like something. It feels like something when his presence is there. Lord, grant us the vision and the feel of the image of thy mercy, oh Shabbat. Let it be displayed over the airways. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, bless his name. In the book of Genesis, chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse 19. Here your servant has already found favor in your sight, and you have shown me even greater mercy by saving my life. But I can't escape to the hills because I'm afraid the disaster will overtake me and I will die. Look, there's a town nearby to flee to, and it's a small one, but please let me escape there. Isn't it just a small one? and that way I will stay alive. Oh Shabbat. And see, God's going to have mercy on a lot of you, because of a lot of you, you don't believe God. You only believe God to a certain extent. You go on the ability of what things look like, what you heard, oh Shabbat, and what they told you, what you see, but you know God can do anything, oh Shabbat. And you know, you just don't believe God for your life. You don't believe God for your bills, huh? I had a young man, I was talking to somebody earlier.
God bless you, God bless you. You're tuning into the Hour with Live Radio with yours truly, Apostle Yacob-El. And God, I thank you. Oh, I give you glory, I give you glory, I give you glory, I give you.
Yeah, see, and there you go. The enemy don't even want this out. But I'm a listen. Guess what? We bind the devil, oh Shabbat. That's right. We bind the devil. We bind the devil. Listen, I'm going to deliver this anyway, oh Shabbat. And so what happens is you don't believe God for your substance. You don't believe God in the ability to do the impossible. You're not believing God to allow all things to work together for your good. You're not believing God to pull you out of rough situations and circumstances. You're not believing God, oh Shabbat, with everything in you to come up against that bill collector, to come up against that man, or come up against that woman, or that boss on that job. You need God's mercy, oh Shabbat. See, let me tell you something. Doubt derives from unbelief, and it's a sin. Let me tell you something. If you are doubting God, it's a sin because it derives from unbelief. And you got to believe that He's God in order to be saved. So you got to start believing that God is able to do what? Exceedingly abundantly more than we can ever ask, hope, or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Oh, bless His name. So what are we asking God for today? What are we asking for? We want to see the image of God. We want to see what the image of mercy looks like. You understand what I'm talking about? Mercy, I said there's an image and there's a look to mercy. Mercy doesn't look like Sister Sally or Brother Rick. No. And it ain't got a whole lot of tricks, oh Shabbat. But thanks be unto God, the mercy of God is displayed over His people. And we can obtain God's mercy. We can see God's mercy. We can be in the presence of God's mercy. And we can take His mercy. You understand what I'm saying? In Exodus chapter 33, started at verse 19. He replied, I will cause all my goodness to pass before you. And in your presence, I will pronounce the name of Adonai. Moreover, I will show favor to whomever I will. And I display mercy to whomever I will. But my face, he continued, you cannot see, O Shabbat. You don't see, because a human being cannot look on me and remain alive. Here, he said, is a place near me. Stand on the rock, and when my glory passes by, I will put you inside a crevice in the rock and cover you with my hand, O Shabbat, until I have passed by. Then I will remove my hand, and you will see my back. But my face is not to be seen, oh Shabbat. And God is saying today in your situation, God is about to pass by, oh Shabbat. He covers your eyes with His hands, oh Shabbat. For the glory of God and the mercy of God is increased, in your situation and your circumstance. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to lose that building. They're coming up with taxes. They're coming up with this bill, that bill. They're sanctioning this zone and that zone. But God says you're not going to lose that building. I heard the Lord say, oh Shabbat, I'm going to allow you to knock it down and rebuild, oh Shabbat. I'm going to plant I'm going to plant some hydro, oh Shabbat. I'm going to plant some hydro energy inside the concrete in the ground, and that thing shall be resurrected, Oshaba. Before you know it, under your Saya, I'm telling you, God is about to do something. See, some of you out there, you've planted seeds, and I'm talking about you planted seeds of your sacrifice. You put shoes on people. You put clothes on people's back. You brought people groceries and food, Oshaba. You didn't keep the stuff just for you and no more, Oshaba. You know, you didn't go around me. You know how you got people today that will come around you, They ain't got no problem spending your money. But you better believe they ain't spending none of their money. And they'll tell you they got stuff. Say, I remember I remember going through a nor'easter storm with an individual, Oshaba. And you know, the brakes were bad on that car. Now, that's a long time ago. And you know, went through that. I mean, we drove a long time, Oshaba. And you know, I mean, could have lost our lives. It was a nor'easter storm, a little sports car. And I got back and I couldn't believe that they had the little bit of money to get them brakes, but they held it in their savings. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm talking about with people. See, people today are not really with you, Oshaba. And God, even in this mercy, he's having mercy on you, because a lot of the people that are around you and a lot of people in your space, God told you to leave them a long time ago, Oshaba. You know there is no place under the Losaya in this place for them. No, let me tell you something. God is having mercy, because some of you have been disobedient to the things of God. You've been disobedient to the things of God. God didn't tell you to do that. But God is about to show up, Oshaba. He's about to show you up. I'm telling you, he's delivered you out of Egypt. He's delivered you out of that bad place. And he's giving you instructions, Oshaba. And listen, you're about to see the image of mercy. You're about to see the back of mercy, Oshaba. See, because God is mercy. Grace and mercy, it comes from him, Oshaba. And so, God is about to walk through your situation. The glory of God is about to be present. The image of God is about to be present in your space. Now, I'm talking to some people that want to go out in the mercy, mercy, mercy. I'm talking to some people that believe in the mercy, mercy, mercy. I'm talking to some people that believe in my mercy, mercy, mercy. And so what we need to do is we need to serve God, and we need to follow through with this thing. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best times I've ever seen for the people of God, because God said that he would do it. He said that I would grant you my mercy. I'm going to send my mercy forth. I'm going to allow my mercy to touch you. I'm going to allow my mercy to touch your sons and your daughters, Oshaba. I'm going to allow my mercy to be in your realm. I'm going to allow my mercy to be displayed in your services. I'm going to allow my mercy to be displayed in your 72-hour broadcast. I'm going to heal the sick. I'm going to set the captives free. I'm going to allow manipulation to be torn up. I'm going to allow all the sin and divination and pride and lust and all those things to be destroyed. That's right. I'm going to separate. God is going to separate in these 72 hours. There are many people that were with you yesterday that you won't see no more. That's what the Lord says. Look, let me tell you something. How you left them, the last time you left them, is the way you need to keep going. In Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 3. At that point, Adonai your God will reverse your exile and show you mercy, Oshaba. He will return and gather you from all the people to which Adonai your God scattered you. And see, that's what happens. See, we're no longer going to be in dark places. You're no longer going to be alone. And that's why some of the people had to get up out of there. And God had to separate you from them. Let me tell you something. God is going to put people around you. I mean, listen, he's going to have a unique, you're about to have experience a unique relationship, a unique fellowship. Listen, you ain't got to be going through all that mess and all that other stuff now, and excuses and lies and everything else. God has a specific plan for your life. And I'm speaking to you, my brother. I'm speaking to you, my sister. I'm telling you right now, there are people that are in your area and in your space that, listen, guess what? You don't need to do a good deed. You don't need to do no deed. You need to just keep on moving. God has replaced them. That's right. You don't need to be on the phone. Listen, let me tell you something. I got people that call me up and they try to be funny, acting like they need counsel and ask me all these questions. And they go to these big churches and they pay these people big money. That's right. Let me tell you something. They in all them auxiliaries and they pay them people money. And they sit there and want to call me a man of God or this or that or an apostle or whatever they want to call me.